Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I can't believe I'm making this video so soon already, but last week we hit 2,000 subscribers. So this time around, I asked you guys to ask me some questions on my Instagram, and if you're not already following me, go hit up my Instagram at SENAIDA. Before we get started, I wanted to say again a huge thank you to all of you for being here and supporting me. Honestly, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be making all these videos, so thank you. And please let me know in the comments below what videos you guys want to see next. Okay, so now let's jump right into these questions. So first up, Daisy asks, what's an album you'd recommend everyone listen to? Oh my god, there are so many albums that I'm just literally obsessed with. One of them is Choose Your Weapon by Hiatus Kaiyote, which is definitely a very underrated album. If you haven't heard of Hiatus Kaiyote before, go check out their music. They do some really cool kind of futuristic jazz, R&B type stuff, and it's so good. And then another album I would recommend is one that just came out from my favorite producer of all time named Lido. You probably know him from his work with Halsey and Chica. And the album he just dropped is called Petter, so go check those out. Alright, next question from Atticus. Best part of being at NYU? So my favorite part about being at NYU is definitely the people and the culture. So I live on Washington Square Park, so as soon as I walk out the door, I'll hear jazz music playing, sometimes there's classical music playing, or like singer-songwriters in the park, and there's also so many visual artists who are out there selling their works, the skateboarders who can sometimes get a little bit annoying, not gonna lie, and there's like really random stuff like free tarot card readings. Honestly, it's just such a vibrant community here, and the students are so supportive, they're so smart and creative, and it's amazing being able to talk to all of them and learn from everyone. Okay, next question is from Masha. Do you miss home? I do miss home a lot. I actually didn't think I would get homesick, but I don't think I am homesick. But I do want to go back to Toronto and see my friends and my family. And honestly, it's kind of weird being so far away from home for such a long time. Like right now I'm planning to go back in December, but I'm not sure yet. And it just seems like such a long time to wait. Next question from Aiden. Thoughts on modern jazz, neo-funk, synth-based jazz? So I love neo-jazz. I listen to it so much. It's definitely one of the genres that is really inspiring the music that I'm making right now. I've been working a lot with sound design recently in Serum, so I love making my own synths and just creating my own sound, and I think that's really unique. Next question from Volcanic Kenna. Do you have a go-to Starbucks drink? Yes, I love caramel macchiatos. Next question from Armin. If you had to pick between Toronto and New York, why New York? Oh! Alright, so if I had to pick between New York and Toronto, I'd probably pick New York just because there's just so much more freedom and art here that I think it's a really cool place to be in. And even though we're in the middle of a pandemic right now and the election is, not gonna lie, kind of scary, I think New York is just such a great city where people from all over the world come together to bring life to the city, really. And as much as I loved being in Toronto and how safe I felt there and how many people I knew, I feel like it was just not as vibrant as it is here in New York. Next question from Hira. Do you love me or love me not? I love you, Hira. Thank you for watching, thank you for supporting. For those of you who don't know, Hira is one of my good friends, and she's also a YouTuber, so go check her out. I'll link her YouTube channel in the description box below. And she also asks, what's your biggest fear? I think my biggest fear is not being able to do what I love, but more so not being able to make enough money or anything, but because I've been in sort of this like artist block recently, and I feel really frustrated when I see all my other friends making music and just like writing so much stuff all the time. And I guess it's part of like FOMO, but in general I just really need to be working all the time, and I feel like when I'm not creative or when I'm not working, I'm afraid that I'm never gonna be creative again, which sounds kind of stupid, but it really is one of my fears. And Natasha asks, do you like me? Yes, Natasha, I love you. Natasha is one of my best friends from back home, and I miss you so much. She also asks, tell us about an embarrassing moment. There are so many embarrassing moments, oh my god. So one of my most memorable embarrassing moments is when I was at a piano competition in 2016, and it was the national finals, and I basically went on stage and I forgot my piece. So I was playing and it was like 2 minutes into the piece. It was the Chopin Piano Concerto No. 1, and then all of a sudden my mind just went blank and I couldn't keep playing anymore, so I just froze and I sat there for a good like minute, and I remember wanting to just run off the stage and cry, but I did end up finishing the piece and then I ran off the stage to cry. And that was probably one of the most embarrassing moments. And Natasha also asks, where do you want to visit next? So I actually have this entire backpacking in Europe trip planned out for this coming summer. Fingers crossed, as long as COVID doesn't keep being a thing. But basically I would be going to 7 different European countries, including France, Spain, Italy, Germany, Switzerland, England, Amsterdam. So that would be a really, really fun trip. Hopefully I can do it sometime, if not this summer, then next summer. Gwyneth asks, what is your favorite color? My favorite color is probably lavender. Amelia asks, best dog you have seen in New York, go. Oh my god, yesterday I was walking around Soho and I saw this really, really, really cute black Frenchie, and she was 6 months old, and she literally just walked up to me and my friend and she kept like jumping on us and she really wanted to play. That was really cute. I love her. Laurel says, hey neighbor. Hey neighbor. Shawnel asks, I hope I'm saying that right, scholarship tips. So my biggest scholarship tip is to get organized. So make a list of scholarships that you want to apply to, and then write down their deadlines and what kind of application it is, or what you'll need to prepare in order to complete that application. And you can find a lot of different scholarships just by Googling scholarships for high school juniors or seniors, or specific majors if you're already in college. I found that the more applications I did, the easier it was, because a lot of the applications ask the same questions or really similar questions over and over again. So you can basically copy and paste from parts of your essays and reuse them. Left Shark asks, what's your all-time favorite memory? Okay, my all-time favorite memory is probably the night I pulled an all-nighter in Spain after my friends and I went clubbing, and then we basically laid on the beach to watch the sunrise, and that was the most incredible experience of my life. Lucy Chen asks, what's your major at NYU? So I'm currently studying at the Clive Davis Institute of Recorded Music, and what that means is that our program has 6 different streams that you have to take classes in, and then you later focus on 1 or 2 specific streams depending on what kind of electives you choose. So my stream that I'm picking is production and technology, but I'm also currently taking classes in music business, performance, music theory. Aaron asks, what is your favorite genre of music to create or produce? So this is a pretty tough question to answer actually, because I don't really consider my music to fit into any one specific genre. I create music that is a mesh of a bunch of different genres, including indie pop, electronic, classical, neo-jazz, and R&B. Michaela asks, when did you start music? So I started playing piano when I was 4, and I've been playing for 14 years now, which is a really, really long time. And then I started singing when I was 6, and I later picked up a few other instruments doing school band, so French horn, trumpet, saxophone, percussion, and I also did drums in jazz band. And then when I got to high school, I started songwriting and producing, and that's when I really dove into contemporary pop music. Well, that wraps up this Q&A. Thank you guys so much for watching, and again, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!